What's up, everyone? This is Spencer with Best Props today, and we're going to outline our favorite anytime touchdown score props for week 2 in this video. Now, if you guys recall, last week we went 6-0 on these anytime touchdown props. I'm not expecting the same results, but I'm expecting us to do pretty well once again. We have some terrific matchups to target in this video. And we're going to be taking some of the same guys that you see here on the screen that we took last week, and it worked out perfectly for us. And the best thing about this is we found a way to parlay these together on a DFS site to get us 10x our cash if they all hit. 4 picks to 10x. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. And here is the slip. You can see this is on Dabble Fantasy. You can play this on PrizePicks. You can play this on Underdog or your traditional sportsbook site. You're not going to get as good of a payout as this. As you can see, we are 10x if we hit all 4 of these. On PrizePicks, I just typed it in. That is a 6x payout. Underdog is even less than that. And I'm going to go over these picks one by one. We're going to compare them to the DraftKings odds, and you guys are going to see how much value you are getting on a site like Dabble Fantasy, because let's call it what it is. They screwed up with this. They have completely mispriced these touchdowns because every other site, FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, those places that have teams, dedicated teams going in and pricing these props, all have them like Saquon Barkley, for example, minus 215, minus 220 on almost every site. Over here, you can get him for what? A perceived minus 130 value when you bundle all these together in a parlay. We're going to take that every single time, and you should too. So if you're wondering how you can sign up for Dabble, you can actually get $25 free when you deposit $5. Just use the promo code BEST, and you can see they are available in 25 states. But we'll get back to that in a second. Let's go over these plays. I don't want to get ahead of myself, even though I already did. But so we have Saquon Barkley. Now, this is the screen at DraftKings Sportsbook. I pulled up the anytime touchdown score odds over there, and I stacked all these plays together that we're taking over on Dabble. Like I said, you can take them on PrizePicks. You're just going to get probably half the payout, which nobody wants that. Like, why not take the 10x when you can get it instead of the 6x? Now, here at DraftKings, if we parlay all these together, they're going to give us plus 483. So that is a 5.83x if we compare it to how the DFS sites put it. 5.83, that's on par with PrizePicks, a little bit less than PrizePicks, which is, it's odd in a sense that usually at the traditional sports books, you can kind of get better odds with these parlays because there's a lot of juice built in on the DFS sites. Not the case with these TD props, and not the case if you know where to play them, you know how to play these different DFS sites like we're doing here in this video with Dabble Fantasy. So Saquon Barkley, 3 touchdowns last week. It really doesn't look like that Jalen Hurts vulture is going to be a problem. I like this matchup. This is a Monday night home matchup against the Falcons. He is minus 220 on DraftKings to score an anytime touchdown, and we can grab that. It's really, I mean, he's the best play of this slate. No matter what you're doing over on Dabble Fantasy, take his anytime touchdown, which they listed as a rushing, receiving touchdown over 0.5. Take that. That is absolutely the best play over there. The next best play, David Montgomery. We saw him score the game winner in overtime last week, which had us a little bit sweaty with that because he got vultured for the touchdown, or I mean, Gibbs got it. Those two are going to be splitting those carries throughout the whole season, which is fine. I think there's plenty of opportunity for Detroit. This is one of the higher scoring games. Detroit's at home, just a steamroller at home. I don't anticipate Gibbs to get those goal line carries like he did in that first touchdown on Sunday night. I think that's still going to be David Montgomery's role. Yes, Gibbs is going to come in there and he's going to get some of those carries. He's even going to catch a few touchdowns. But I still truly believe David Montgomery is their bulldozer around the goal line. Love him to score a touchdown. Minus 175 odds. If we put that in our Dabble parlay, we are getting plus EV to the max there. Next, Kyron Williams anytime is minus 170. We're putting that into our Dabble parlay. I don't remember the stat. I really wish that I wrote it down because I put it in the newsletter. By the way, I will put a comment to that because newsletter subscribers already locked all these picks in. So if you want these picks early, subscribing to the newsletter is the best way to do that. Kyron Williams has scored how many touchdowns? He's played 14 or 15 games and he's scored like 17 touchdowns, something like that. Don't quote me on it, but it's something ridiculous. Now he's playing the Cardinals. The Cardinals, we saw it last week. They let Josh Allen run in for 2. Another one got called back. They just weren't great in the red zone on defense last season. I really don't think this season's going to be much different. This is a smash spot for Kyron Williams to score another touchdown. And then we have Jordan Mason. He's minus 165 to get an anytime touchdown against the Vikings. And I really like that. Like this, honestly, Jordan Mason, he showed plenty of talent on Monday Night Football. I was really impressed with his vision running behind that offensive line. He made the right reads. He made the right cuts. Obviously scored a touchdown in that game and ran all over the Jets. Now they get a little bit easier of a matchup against the Vikings. I think this is going to be a run-heavy approach once again. And let's just call it what it is. It really doesn't matter who's running behind that outstanding San Francisco offensive line. They could probably put, Emmitt Smith, like the commercial where he's coming out of retirement. They could probably put him back there, and I would take Emmitt Smith present day, he's 50 some years old or whatever. I would take him to get an anytime touchdown. So Jordan Mason, we're going to smash that in there as well. So this is how it all comes out on Dabble Fantasy, like I'm showing here, to 10x. These are, you can mix and match these, but I think this is the plus EV slip of the week here. I still can't believe we're getting that much value. I wouldn't be surprised if they take this down because they really screwed up with this. Whether we cash it or not, we're making the right play here. Like, you're going to make this play 10 times out of 10 because there's just so much value on the table compared to all of the other sports books and DFS sites. That's how you win long term. Even if even if these 4 do not hit this week or right in the moment, it's still the best long-term strategy to go where the value is, to get this 10x payout instead of just the 6x on PrizePicks. So that's what we're doing here. Once again, Dabble Fantasy is the name of the site, and you can sign up right now, promo code BEST. And I will actually drop that link in the comments too. So you can just click the link and the promo code will load, take you over to make sure you lock it in. 13,000 downloads of Dabble in the App Store, has a 5-star rating. And I've been impressed. I've been playing there for a couple months now. Talk to the guys over there, and I'm really impressed with what they're doing. They're trying to raise awareness for their DFS site. Great selection of props, different sports and everything. So they are available in 25 states, as you can see here. Not as many as your PrizePicks or Underdog, but still quite a few. Includes California, Texas, Florida, Illinois, others like that, some pretty high population states, Georgia, North Carolina, etc. So if you are in one of those states, I would lock those in over there. Click the link in the comments or just use promo code BEST. When you deposit $5, they will give you $25 free. So you'll have $30 in your account and you can do what you want. You can put 10 on a safer play this week. You can put 10 on this outstanding anytime touchdown prop to multiply your money. They're giving you free money to play with. So this is the best way to multiply that and cash out. So that's what we're rolling with. Of course, like I mentioned in passing, sign up to the newsletter below to get updates on our favorite props for NFL Week 2. Otherwise, you can follow us on Twitter at Best Props Today, or just visit the website. We have plenty of content up there, bestpropstoday.com. As you can see here, we're listing out all these promos or anytime touchdown props. We got a nerfy and a strikeout prop listed for Friday, updating these pages every day. So you can visit our site over there as well. That's it for today. Good luck on your plays and happy cashing.